Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's been over a year since I built my first longhouse, and it's time for a new one that you all can follow along much easier than my first one. Hope this one is good enough like my first, and hope you enjoy recreating it. With that said, let's jump right in on how to build this new Viking longhouse. To build a longhouse layout, you start off by placing one of these 4-meter darkwood right here. And the reason why I place it first, because I'm going to work out the layout here quickly, and I just want to make sure that this pole is touching the ground so that it looks like blue. So just for example, looking at this one here, when I place the beam on the ground here and snap the pole on it, it's not touching the ground, so it's not getting that ground support. So that would be a bit of an issue when working on the roof. So I just want you to bear in mind of that. So you put down the pole first, then you put down the beam at the bottom here to frame the layout of the build. So to do this, we're going to start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it should be 12, 2 meters in width. So that should be like 24 meters. And then to the side here is going to be 4 of these 2-meter beams. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you're just going to carry this around, just make a nice little rectangle shape, and we'll just pick up from there. So once you have your layout all set here, next thing you're going to do, so you're just going to go to the center of the build. So right here should be the center, so you should have 6 on this side and 6 on this side. And you're going to grab your 4-meter darkwood, and you're just going to check from right here. So 1, 2, and you're going to place 1 right here, and 1, 2, and you're going to place right here. So in total you should have 4 of these 2-meter beams in width. And then you're going to add these darkwood in between these, going to the edge right here. And you're going to do the same thing over here, and you're going to repeat the same thing at the back of the structure. So everything should be lined up just like you see at the front. Next thing you're gonna do, just a correction, you're gonna take these 4-meter poles out and you're gonna swap it for the cord instead. So you just take these out and swap it for cord. So once you have these in place, you're gonna get your darkwood arch, and you're just gonna frame out the window. So these 3 here are gonna be our windows. So right here, and you get this is basically the same for the left side and the back right here as well. So you just add these in. Next thing that you're gonna do is grab your 2-meter beam right here, and just gonna fill in these little section here. I did it already for the back, so you can do that as well. And so you're gonna check from 1, 2, 3. So the third pole right here, you're gonna put a 2-meter beam right here. You're gonna do the same thing over here, and then you're gonna grab your 45-degree beam, and you're just gonna connect it to right here, and you're just gonna go all the way up. So you should have a perfect triangle when they connect the center, just like that. Next, what you're gonna do is that you're going to grab your darkwood pole, your 2-meter darkwood pole, and you're gonna place it on each of these right here. You're gonna make some little adjustments, so just place them there in the meantime. For right here, you can just use one of these quotes, the 2-meter quote. You can do this to right here and the back as well. So everything that you do at the front is the same at the back. So once you have them all in place, you grab your 1-meter wood, and we're gonna start off with the center roof of the structure here, and you're gonna connect one of the 1-meter wood right here, and another like this. You're gonna do the same thing on the back here, and the next like that. Over here, you're gonna do it the opposite direction, one like this, and the other like that. Next one is like this, and the other just like that. Then you're gonna grab your 45-degree beam, and you're going to connect it right here, but so you're gonna rotate it 1 time so that it's at an angle like that, pushing forward, and then you're just gonna carry it up to the top here. So 1 rotation, just carry it all the way up to the top. You should have it shaping like that. So do the same thing here on the other side, 1 rotation all the way up. Once you have that in place, then you're going to grab your 2-meter beam, and you're just going to carry this across like this. Just do the same thing around the back here. The next thing that you're going to do, which is a little trick I've learned from the guys in the community, So you're going to place a coal wood right here. This should snap at the top of the pole here, and you grab your 1 meter wood and just aim it to the side just like that. We're just going to create a roof overhang, and you're going to snap it just like this. Then what you're going to do is that you're going to take that coal wood out, and you're going to get a 2 meter beam and just connect it right here. So it's going to create a snap point right here. So what you're going to do is that you're going to grab your coal wood again, and you should see it snap slightly underneath the beam, the wooden beam over here. Then you're going to get your 1 meter wood, and then you can see that you can snap right underneath this coal wood. And so you should see what is really happening here. It's like a step down kind of effect is going on here. So we're going to do the same thing over here. We'll just take that out, grab our 2 meter pole beam, and grab your coal wood. I'm going to snap that one right there. Then you're going to place the 1 meter wood right there. It should snap underneath, as you can see, and then place it like that. The last one should be about right here. So this is no longer needed. Sorry if you had to waste the time to add that one in. So you can take this one out. So this is the final level for this part. And basically this is the overhang for the roof of this section. To make this easier, so you can copy it on the other side, so you can grab your 2 meter beam, and you're gonna snap it right here. You'll see that snapping point for each of them, just like that. And you're just gonna carry this all the way across. Great. Once you have that done, you grab your 1 meter beam, and you just create the snapping points there. You can just take these out. You take these one out. Now, in regards to these little these poles here, so to make an adjustment, you can just use a 2 meter pole. It will create some little overlapping for the pattern. So some will just show normal like this, and some will have like in between it. To kind of maybe work with the design, you can just use the 4 meter pole. And well, the first one you don't need to do that, but for the second one, what you're going to do is that you're going to aim right underneath, and you're going to aim at this beam that is pushing out to the side right here, and it's going to snap in like that. And this is the design that I said that will happen, is that it has a rope look to it. So you can take this out. It is now connected to this beam here and providing that support. Do the same thing right here, snap it right underneath, take this out, just aim at this beam, you should see it snap in, and then you can take that last piece out, just like that. So you can see on the other side where they're all snapped in properly at the right level. So you can repeat the same thing here. The next thing that we're going to do is that we're going to fill out some areas here that it's not going to be our windows, and also some little walls that are going to touch this roof mainly to give it some support, because the darkwood doesn't give that much support compared to the coal wood like what we're using right here. So bear in mind of that. So whenever you are doing the roof before you add these walls, you may experience some little issues where this one is collapsing. These ones are fine, but this one was the main issue. So you're gonna fill this pocket right here with a regular wall. You just grab your half wall and just aim right at the top right here. You will see that snapping point. It should have something looking like this, and you have a little space for your right underneath. You can fill that out with another half wall. Then you can just go with this one regular half wall, and you can leave this one as is. Once you have that done, you just do the same thing here on the other side. I went ahead and did the back here, so you can do the same thing there as well. Then you're gonna fill out this area here. We're just going to put this around. We can maybe use it back here. So we're gonna carry this all the way up to the top, just like that. Just do the side right here, all the way up to the top, and you can just basically just bring this straight across. You can fill this little pocket right here with 1 wood. I will show you what I did with this little space here. You can make use of it like within storage. We'll show you that in a preview later on. So once you have this little area here set, you can take these out. These are fine, you can take those out, and you're just gonna get your 2 meter darkwood pole and just place it on both sides right here. Get your darkwood arch and place it one right here and one right there. So you should have everything looking like this. For the back here, you can just simply just use a regular wooden walls just going all the way up. we will have a fireplace right here, and I'll show you where to put the chimney, which will vent the smoke up top. So you can just fill this up. This is going to be pretty plain. Now that you have those added, grab your 26-degree beam and disconnect it right here. You rotate it one time, pushing forward in front of you like this, and you're going to go all the way up until they meet. So 3 on that side, and should have 3 on this side as well, so that it can meet the center. So that's one. Do the same thing here for the next roof. One more right here. Rotate it one time, just like that. Do the same thing right here. Rotate one time, going all the way up. And we do the last piece right here. So basically it's the same thing on the other side. So rotate it one time, pushing forward like that, so that you have it at an angle, just like what you see here. Now that you have all the roof beams in place, now it's time to add the roof shingles. So you're gonna grab your 45-degree start to the center here, and we'll just go across just like this. Then you're gonna go one more row, just like this here. And you're gonna repeat the same thing on the other side. We'll start from the side here, just go all the way across. And one more row going up. Then you're gonna get your shingles roof ridge, 45-degree, and you just attach it. Make sure that they're in line, so just like this here. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna connect one the side right here. It should go into the angle beam here like that, and one over here, just like this. Now you will have these little pockets here that you need to fill out. So grab your 45-degree, rotate it to the angle of the beam, just like that, and you can just snap that in. And do the same thing for this side here, like that. And you can do it for the bottom right here. So that's slipped in. Kind of fill those little spots there where the roof is open, and then do the back here. Now that you have your roof shingles in place, so we're gonna add some detail to this roof. So started from the side here, you can repeat the same thing on the other side. So you're going to manually place this in. So to gauge it, you're going to just place one right here, and just kind of look at this point, this little edge here, the bottom edge here. Make it go a little bit over from the center of the overlapping of the beam behind it. And you can do the same thing here. If it is lined up properly, you will have maybe something looking like this, or you can just manually place it the other side as well, and just make it look a little bit better or evened out. I think that is good. And once you have that snapped in, you can just bring this all the way down and snapping it easy, just like that. And once you have this in place, you're gonna switch on over to the 45-degree, a little bit of depth here. I like the mix with the quote and the regular wooden beam. This kind of give like a unique look. I didn't want to just use the quote just alone, because this kind of give a new feel to it. So you can test it out and try it for yourself. And I'll just do it on this side here. And the next thing that we'll add is the ladder. So it's gonna snap to the side right here, just going down like that for detail. Let's do the other side right here, just like that. Lovely. And you will repeat the same thing here on the other side. And then what you're going to do for the top here, a bit of detail, we grab our 4-meter cord beam, and it auto snaps in place right in between here, right in between there. So I should see something like this resting on top of the shingle roof like that, just going across. You can just use a 2-meter for this last piece right like that. And then we grab our dark wood beam, and this will just snap right on top of it, just like that. And just carry this across. Finish that last one with a 2-meter dark wood beam like that. We could do better, but this is not lined up properly. Let's make sure that it's lined up properly, guys. So let's get that snapping properly, and then add the 2-meter beam there. And you should have a little detail looking like that. I like the look of it, the wood underneath, and then you have the little dark wood style there up top. So you're going to do that and repeat this step here on this side. Cutting ahead, just for persons that are new to the game, when I said manually place the pieces in, you hold down on shift key and you're able to place it whichever way you want it without it auto snapping. So bear in mind of that. So manual placing is holding down on shift key and you are able to freely place the piece anywhere you desire. Now that you have that in, so for this little section here, this triangle, so you're going to add the shingle roof as well. So you're going to snap these in to the side, just like that. Just going all the way up to the top here. Just clear that. I'll take that out and correct that properly. It's going all the way up. So you have something looking like this. So we're going to place another 45-degree beam, just like that. And we're going to add one more over here. Just make sure it looks like it's centered. So let's manually adjust this side here. Great. We have something like this, and we're just gonna bring this all the way down to the ground. And once this is in place, now we need to add a bit of detail right here. So we're going to grab our 26-degree wall, and you're gonna snap it right there, and you're gonna bring one more piece there, and you can fill this little part here with a half wall. Should be fine. It is if it is looking a bit well, there's something that we're going to do here to kind of hide the ugly that you see right here, so not to worry about that. For this last piece here, you can just use a regular 26-degree beam. Once you have these in place, just grab your 26-degree beam, just hold down on shift key, just gonna manually place this in. Just make sure that it's in line with this angle wall here, and it's pretty much centered, just like that. And you just go all the way back with it like this here. You're gonna grab your 45-degree beam, and you can attach it to the beams here. This one adding a bit of detail, going all the way down just like that. And you're going to switch over to the 26-degree beam, and you're going to hold down on shift key and slightly just a little bit lower, about like that, so in line with the 26-degree wall. And you're going to place your core wood up there, and you can carry this all the way up like that. Same thing on the other side, same right down just like that, and then bring it all the way back here. You're going to grab your 45-degree darkwood beam, and you're just going to aim right here where the core wood are connected. So one right here and one right there. So do the same thing on the other side. So once you have that in place, you're going to move towards these little smaller roof pieces here. Grab your 2-meter beam, and you're just going to connect them, overlapping the 1-meter beam, just like that. Do the same thing for the back here. And you can repeat the same thing on the other side. Once you have these in place, grab your 26-degree shingle roof, and you're going to go 2 on both sides like that, and you connect it with a 26-degree roof shingle ridge. Then you're gonna place one right here going into the beam like this. For these little pockets here, so you're gonna do the same thing you did with the 45-degree roof. Get the 26-degree beam, and you're going to make sure it's rotated at the same angle as the beam here, just like that. Snap into the sides here, going down. Let's fill these little pockets like that. And you should see your roof looking like this. Should be good. You're going to repeat the same step here for each of them. So I need to seal these going up. Just like that. Grab your 20-degree roof ridge. Net them to the center. Just make sure that they're all snapped in properly. We may have a little issues here, so you see we have a little issue there when snapping that one. Just fix that up. We'll just do the same thing over here. Just fix that up. And then we get the roof ridge right to the center here. One to the front, and switch back to the 26 degree. to the sides right here, going all the way down. To the sides right here, and all the way down, like that. You see, the next roof is completed, and they do the same thing with the other two, and for this side as well. Once all the roof shingles are in place, grab your 2-meter core wood, and for this part here, you're going to snap it. It automatically snaps in, just like the top one here. And switch on over to your 2-meter core wood. Do the same thing here, here, and here. Then you're gonna switch on over to your 2-meter darkwood beams. And you're gonna place it on top, right here, right here, right here. A 4-meter darkwood beam, and place it on top of that one, just like that. What will happen is that the darkwood is resistant to rain damage, and it protects the core wood, so you not to worry about the core wood getting any rain damage. It will keep that look and that aesthetic design, whatever. The only thing, the ladders will get a little discolored, so but that's minor, but still looks great with the build. The next thing we're gonna do, so the front right here of the build, we're gonna grab our 2-meter pole, and we're just gonna place one right here, and the other should be in this little groove right here. Let's make sure that's set properly. Just snapping just like that. You're gonna grab your 4-meter darkwood arch, and you're gonna place one here at the front. You're going to manually place this, so hold down on shift key and just draw it as close as possible. Make sure it's lined up with the back hole there. Have something like this. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Alright, let's make sure it's lined up with the pole like that. So we're gonna do the custom columns. So you're going to grab your 1-meter wood. If you're experiencing where it's auto snapping like this, that means that you're not holding down on shift key properly, so that you can manually place this in. And you only do this for the bottom pieces here. The others you will be able to snap in easy. So hold down on shift key, rotate it 2 times, 1, 2, and place it in just like that. Do the same thing here on the other side, hold down on shift key, and then we switch on over to a 2-meter, rotate it 2 times, 1, 2. Same thing here, place this in like that. Once you have these in place, everything else is a lot easier, so you can just snap this pole going all the way up to the top right here. We switch on to a 2-meter darkwood pole, so that this can go all the way up like that, and we switch back to a regular wood. Just go all the way in like that. Switch over to 1-meter, so that can fill in that little space here. And let's do the thing here for the sides, just like that. So you should have something looking like this. Nice little column with a little squiggly design there. So do the same thing here on this side. Once you have the columns in place, the next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna grab your 26-degree beam, and you're going to just make sure that this pole right here for the custom column, it doesn't go all the way up. You can take that one out for the time being, and you're going to snap your 26-degree beam. It's basically snapping on this beam here, and you're gonna do the same thing on the other side, so you should have something looking like this. So for this, these 2 poles here, grab your dragon adornments, and you're gonna tap it like that, and one over here on the other side, and you should have a design looking like this. At the back here, you're going to grab your 2-meter beam, and you manually place this in. So you're gonna place it about right here, basically in line with the middle of the dragon adornment, so you're not able to see it in the front here. You're going to, for the time being, you're going to take these out. Take these out. Just want to make sure that make sure that the snapping points are good. So you're going to put you grab your stool. I'm going to add a nice little design here. Actually, let us add the stools here first, and then we're going to put these 26-degree after. So let's start from the center here. So center this stool just like that. And we're just gonna carry this over to the left here, to the right, my right, and we cross like this. So you should have at least about 7, as you can see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. And just do the same thing going up. Start from the center. Let's start from center. Make sure the stools are lined up properly, and go across like that. It will take a bit of patience for persons who are not used to this, but trust me, the results is definitely worth it. Now switch back to the 26-degree, and we're just gonna snap this back in, so that you can see what you have going on right here. So you should have it coming up like that. So you're able to slide these ones now, Start from the center here, and we'll just go over to the sides. So once you're done, you should have a nice little pattern looking like this. And switch back over to the dragon adornment, and you're gonna snap this back, go right here. Well, you can actually put the pole, 2-meter pole, back in, fill in this little gap here, right here. Then we just added adornment, one here and one right there. Then you're going to grab your 4-meter darkwood beam, and it will auto snap like that, right above it. So once that is done, so you're going to grab your 2-meter beam, and right here where this beam touch the ground, so you can aim at it, it should automatically snap in like that, and just carry this beam, go across just like that. And you're gonna grab your stone, and you're gonna snap in just like that here. But for right here, you're not gonna make it snap in, because the problem is that you're gonna have the stone pushing out through the shingle roof right here. Hold down on shift key and just judge it, and just draw, just kind of pull it into the other stone just like that. Just make sure that it's not showing up the other side, so to make it look clean. And then from right here, you're gonna make the wall look staggered, so place a 1-meter stone here and switch back to a 2-meter stone right here. You're gonna do the same thing, don't make it snap in, just draw it a little bit close into the other stone just like that, and you have something looking like this. You're gonna do the same thing over here, so you can place the beam going across. Just make sure that you can place the stone properly. Start from this side here, going across just like that. Hold down on shift key and just kind of pull this in more. Make sure that it's not shown on the other side. Place a 1-meter stone here. Let's make sure that it's snapped properly, because it tends to, there may be other snapping points here, so you may get confused. And then place one right here, and just kind of pull this one in just like that, so that it's not showing. This one needs to be adjusted a little bit more. Just pull it in like that. That should be good enough. That's good enough, and that is good. Now the next thing you're going to do for a little detail here to the side, you're going to take, if you have this the side here going all the way up like this, just take this out, and you should have the main pole right here. So about right here, as you can see, switch to your 45-degree, and you're going to have your 45-degree beam snapping into that part there. So make sure that it's snapping properly. If it's messing around, you can take out the stone, and then you can put this right here like that. What you're trying to do is achieve with this little arch here kind of coming down like design. So let's take this out, take this one out, so we can try to find the beam there, right there, the pole. Snap it like that. You can put the stone back just like that. Just do the same thing over here. Just make sure that's properly set, and you should have it looking like this. Grab your 2-meter pole, let's go across like that. Get a 1-meter for this part right here, and one going to, just make sure that we put this one back in, then we can put the 1-meter. Just gonna slide it in just like that. Let's do the same thing here on the other side. 2-meter, 1-meter, and one over here. Next thing you're going to do is that you're going to add a bit of detail here. I like to give this some more depth, so we're just going to place another beam slightly up and have it going to size like that. Do the same thing over here, slightly up. So that should be good, and going to the column there like that. You can remove these because you no longer need these. It's just to make sure that the stone walls are lined up properly. You can take those out, and you're going to switch it by using the stone stairs. Instead, you're going to slide this in to the wall. You're going to place one here for now, and the other just like that. It's just in line with the middle one here. We don't want to work on this column here, so grab your 1-meter beam, and you're going to place one of the beams here, 2 beams, so one poking out like that. Just hide in the floor, that little pocket there that was showing, so that you can bear in mind of that. And right down here, you're going to hold down on shift key. I'm going to slide this beam into the column just like that. Here, here. Let's do the same thing up here. Switch on over to the darkwood divider and just snap it on top of these. Same thing over here, and just seal it off beams on top of it. We're gonna add our doors, so you're gonna get the gate wooden gate here. I'm gonna snap it to the back here. So let's aim it at the ground. Preferably just take this out for the time being, because it can mess around, mess up the snapping point here. Let's take this one out just for the time being, because you want it to aim like right to the back here. Let's make sure it's something like that. It should have something like that. Alright, we'll just do the other side here. Then we're gonna snap this one. So we have to go inside to do the same snapping point. You're gonna aim at the top right here. You can either aim at the side here to get that overlapping going on. Just close this door. Do the same thing over here. Aim to the side here. Get overlapping going on. So you should have the door looking like this. Then you switch to your stone stairs. So right beside this one, you can just snap this one in, and you can carry this over. It's fine if it is showing there. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna do this here, and we do this right here. And we're gonna focus on the windows here for the front, and it's the same thing for the back. So bear in mind of that. So you're gonna get your 2-meter stone here. You're gonna place one right here, and another right here. Snap it going all the way in like that. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your 2-meter wood and you're gonna snap it to the back of the stone. The stone here, just like that. And you're gonna grab your cage and you're gonna place it, the grooves here, and overlap it right the top here, just like that. So your window is set there. The next thing you need to do for right here, I mentioned that there's something I will show you to kind of add a little bit of detail. So you're going to aim right on this little beam here. This beam that I've added to the front of this beam at the back for a bit of detailing for depth. Just place the beam here, kind of go into the ground, and then you can snap it the back here like this. Kind of give a nice little design there. Now for the front and the sides here, we're gonna add a custom column right here. So you're going to grab your 4-meter darkwood pole. You're gonna take this out for the time being. Hold down on shift key, place it at the front of the pole, and then you're gonna switch on over to 1 meter. Hold down on shift key, manually place this in. You can do the same here, place that in, and switch on over to 2 meter, and just go all the way up. Snap this as well. Switch on to 1 meter, going all the way up, fill in these little pockets right here. For the side right here, we put 1 meter and carry this up as well. Great. Now that is in place, you can put this stone wall back right here, just like that. And then you're going to add stone right here and right here. So you should be looking. You should be able to look at the column going all the way down into the ground like that. You can add a bit of detail. Just hold on the shift key and just tuck that in like that. And for the front here, we're gonna add wood trim. It's going into the side here, and you're going to have this kind of go into the column. Just aim here to the side. Let's see if we can get this snap in. A bit finicky. Can be a bit of a headache. Can try to aim to the back of it like that. Get it in. And do the same thing here on the other side. Let's put the 2 meter beam and just aim to the back to get that in properly like that, and it should be good. Now for the back here, you're gonna do the same thing here. Put the custom column, and then I'll show you where to fill in this area here. Now that you have added the last custom columns here, the back here, and for the other sides, you would just adding these stones here at the front, just like that, and you add the detail of these beam going across like this, leaving the little opening right here, and bringing the stone right here. So everything that you see at the front, you basically repeat it at the back. And remember to add a little detail here, this 1 meter wood right there, just like that. Next thing you're gonna do is grab your regular wall, wooden wall, and you're just gonna snap these in like that. Nothing special. Just grab a 26-degree beam and you're just gonna aim right here to the top of the pole right here. Just make sure it's in line with the wall you just place, and this can go up like this, straight down like that, and you should have that area filled in like that. Grab your wall again, just go pull these little areas here, get a half wall, put one right here and right here, so it should basically look like that. Grab your 26-degree beam, and you're going to fill this spot here. You just get some light so you can see clearly. Pull down on shift key, so you're going to slightly push this up. Don't worry, it's not going to show up at the top here, just above that. Maybe you could pull it down a little bit more. Let's check that out. See, it's not showing that much. Maybe you can go down a little bit there, shown underneath. You can bring it down just a tap bit more. So hold down on shift key, place it like that. The other one like that, and you just have it snap in place, going into the column right there. Now once you have that done, you're gonna create a design here looking like this. Grab your 4-meter corewood, just aim right there for it to be centered like that. Grab your 4-meter darkwood, should see it snap in place like this, and over here like that. And this is it for the side, nothing fancy. Now for the column right here, you can hold down on shift key, aim at underneath this beam here, and you're gonna tuck this in like that, and just carry it around here. It's gonna give it a bit more depth. Just gonna make it go in like that. You can just do the same thing here on the other side. Just aim right underneath here, have that tucked in, carry it around, have this tucked into the wall like that. So this is it for the side. Another detail I forgot to mention, to do in the roof, you're gonna grab your 26-degree beam, log beam, and you're going to add these into the regular beams here like that. Okay, so once you have all that detail added, so a little bit of detail here right above the window, hold down on shift key, and you're just going to place this 4-meter darkwood. Just gonna give this a bit, this window here a bit more depth, and just kind of carry this across over here like that. A little detail to the structure. Let's do the same thing over here. Slide it up a little bit, just carry it all the way across like that. Then what you're gonna do is grab your stone stairs, and you're going to slide this stone stairs in, and let's do the same thing over here. You're gonna do it here for the sides here. Slide it in, halfway in, going into the stone like that. So you're basically doing this all around, even the back of the structure, which we're gonna get to, and I'll show you some little details there. Add a little bit of detail here. If you guys are interested in how you can pick up the back section, so you're going to add a 2-meter pole. So I had it there, but just wanted to show you where I place it. This is basically stay in line with the wooden wall right here. This man will place that in. I could fix that up a bit like that. It's good. And coming down, just add a 1-meter one at the bottom. Let's do the same thing over here. Just make sure it's lining up with the wooden wall, and just bring it down like that. It's in line with the little beam here. So what you're gonna do, you grab your 26-degree beam, you can just snap it right here and just go all the way up to the top like that. Do the same thing over here, and to make a nice little design looking like that. And what you can do is that you're going to grab your 4-meter darkwood, and you're just gonna add a bit of depth here for the section, just like the front. Slide it up a little bit, going up to the top like that, and just kind of have this snap into it. We can bring this a little bit over some more, just like this. Slide up, and then we can just have this snap into the little holes we have there. We can do the same thing over here, and have something looking like that. We'll just add a little bit of detail. Nothing fancy. We can throw in one of these darkwood arches right here. Put it up a bit, and just leave it like that. That is it. So we need to work out the layout of the interior here. So you're gonna grab your regular wooden floor. You're gonna start over here. I'm just gonna snap it in line with these beams here, just going all the way across, just like that. So we basically just filling out the whole area here. I'm gonna show you where I put the stairs. I put the stairs on the other side, but it could be on any side that you want it to be. We'll get to that so you can see. Then we have the whole area here filled out. So I'll leave this back section here. So there's one more row I was supposed to add, but I added 2 here and leave a space right here. Just gonna add the ladder, 2 ladders right here, coming down like that. Then add a floor, and then add another set of ladders going down like this. Great, so you can just easily go up and access up here. So for these little spots right here, we're gonna fill it out, but not fully. We're gonna leave a little space here so that we can vent the smoke out. So you're gonna get your upside down 26-degree wall. Preferably, let's get the X 26-degree X first, so you can snap that in like that. Do this on both sides. Now this will make it easier for you to snap the 26-degree wall, upside down wall, so that you can get it to be snapped into the center. You can take the X out, and you should have something looking like this. You can bring this all the way down to the side right here, and likewise over here. Get your right side up, 26-degree wall, and just snap one here and just snap the other right here. Now you're going to add a half wall right up the top here like this, and leave it as is so that the smoke can vent out properly. You're going to do the same thing on this other side. And also what you're going to do for here, showing this little flaw, so we're going to cover it up. So you're going to get a 45-degree beam and just place one right here, place one right here in between these little grooves here. And you're just gonna get you can use a shingle roof. I prefer this because the back, you won't, if you use the straw one, you're gonna get a straw shooting from the top here. And also I like the back of how the shingle roof look, something like that. And you would do the same thing over here. So 45-degree beam on this forward here and on this forward right here. Now the smoke is going to be vented somewhere here, so you're going to place one beam here and another beam here. So you're going to leave this 4-meter gap right here, and you're going to get your beam and just connect these going across like that. Over here you're going to leave a opening for the smoke, so you can carry this all the way across like this. Connect it like that. Connect right here. And connect right here and here. This should have a little opening here. You're gonna get your shingle roof 45-degree, and this place one right here, here, and here. And what you can do, you can just get a regular floor and just fill this part out. Just cover it all up. But well, just for here and right here. So you're not going to cover this spot where the smoke is going to vent out, which is going to be right here. So you leave that opening, and we're going to go downstairs and add our little fireplace. So we're going to add our fireplace here and just make it to the center of the building. No, well, not completely the center, but to this wall. So we're going to use this here. So we're going to get our heart and just have the snapping point because of the wood that we placed here on the ground, and we just have it centered like that. And we're just going to grab our core wood, and it's just going to snap it here and snap it here. So easily snap to the side of this heart, so you won't have any problems dealing with that. And you can just take these out. Take these out right here. Take this one out and just add a 1 meter wood going across here, just like that. Great. So next thing you're gonna do, we're gonna add a bit of detail to these core wood. So just like what we did with the front here, we're gonna add these custom columns, and with the same design here, the dark wood. So we're gonna use the 2 meter dark wood and just manually place that right in front of the core wood. Then switch back to 1 meter pole, and we're just gonna slide this as close as possible. Rotate it 2 times. 1, 2. Place this one right here. I can leave that side, and I can do this tier 1, 2. 1, 2 again. 2 meter. So basically everything is the same, just like what we did at the front. We're going to add these dragon heads here. You're going to snap it to this crease here, and the same over here, so that it can overlap in the middle to give this nice little arch design. And then for the base here, we just add a detail, just like what we did with the front one, a little bit different. So we're just going to place these 1 meter wood wrapping at the base here, and going to switch on over to this little wall here, 1 meter. We'll just switch around to the back of it, show the little detail there. Well, using it as a detail. And that is it. We can get a 1 meter wood for the top here. I'll just do the same, wrapping it around, giving the column depth. So that is it for the fireplace, and I'm gonna show you guys what I've done with the interior with some little decorations here and there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks to my patrons and YouTube members for keeping the channel going, and thank you for watching. And don't forget to always aspire to inspire. Peace.